Good afternoon, folks. Well, we're at it again, and we got something fun to show you today, something I think you might like. We're going to make a pork carnitas stew, and then after it's all done, then we can put it on delicious tortillas, but we'll go over all this in a minute. But I want to tell you, yesterday at church we had our boutique, which means that there was jewelry and there were hats and all kinds of clothes. You could buy anything you wanted for as many as you want for $5. So you know Miss Mamie, she can't pass up jewelry. She can't pass up purses. She can't pass. We needed a moving truck to get all the stuff back that she picked up for her $5. So I would think she got her money's worth. So I'm going to call her out here, and I'm going to have her show you some of her beloved treasures that she got yesterday. So Mamie, are you around?
Oh yes, I'm around.
Come on out here and show the folks what you got yesterday.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that looks like something that you might wear in a black church. That hat.
Well, that'd be okay. We are planning to do that, to go into a black church, right?
Well, it's a very beautiful hat.
Yeah.
Very lovely. But show the folks what you got at the sale.
Oh, I tell you, it's a cross. They love that one especially. Look at that. Anybody out there that owned it before? Hey, I now have it. But if you need it back, let me know.
Indian givers, she'll say.
And that one's hooked up on that one. But anyway, that's pretty too. I like that little, very springy, I think. And, well, these are old hat. Well,
what about this? This is beautiful.
Oh yes. I thought that was just marvelous. So beautifully. I've got a lot of compliments, even just at the doctor's office, just wherever I go. They like my jewelry.
Well, you wear jewelry and you wear it well.
I wear it well.
And you enjoy it, don't you?
I do.
Good.
I do.
But where did you get that hat?
I have no idea. But probably at a used clothing store.
And you actually bought that hat.
Oh, surely I might have paid $4.
But what was the reason behind the hat?
Well, I was going to a program, that's right, that all the women wore hats.
Oh.
So that's why I did that.
Uh-huh. Well, you look very lovely.
Thank you very much.
Very lovely.
Thank you.
All right, Mamie, we're going to get down to this food now, okay?
Surely, okay.
So are you going to stay dressed like that, or are you going to change?
I might take off the rings a little, that's all. That's all. I think
Okay.
I can do everything else.
Okay. Well, we're going to get set up here, and we'll be right back. So don't go away.
See if it really shut off.
Okay, so I talked about chunking the meat, and I seasoned it with a little taco seasoning, garlic, and a little salt and pepper. You see here, I've done all the vegetables, all the peels are off of it. Well, that one you didn't get off, but most of them did. And see how easy it comes off?
Yeah,
The peelings, they do. And so we want to make sure everything is clean. The garlic is all peeled, the onions are all peeled, tomatillos, everything is ready to go in. Let me get a little bit of this.
And it seems like for two people this is a lot of food.
Well, of course it is. We always make a lot of food. But this is something you could save me.
Save?
Have it.
Freeze?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you like Mexican food all the time.
I do.
You can even take this and make enchiladas with it.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
bring the camera over here because I
Alright.
want you to see how the fat rendered out of the meat. Delicious.
Beautifully tasty too. Headline that I was reading this morning and found a quote that my husband had left on his desk, and I found it after he passed away. He said, "Why would I want to stoop to be a king when I can be a missionary?" He was very passionate about being a missionary.
That's beautiful, Amy.
Well, it really was, and that's exactly how he felt. He was a wonderful man, And I thought of that during our time of Resurrection Sunday coming up, that how beautiful it is to tell people about Jesus.
Beautiful.
Okay, we're ready to start. All right, now we're going to get started on this delicious Carnitas stew. So what I've done here, I've taken tomatillos, some serrano peppers, some onions, some garlic, and one jalapeno that I cut in half. And I put it under the broiler for about 10 minutes just to roast it all. It brings out the natural flavors. So we're gonna let this cool a few minutes while I tell you about the pork. I got a Boston butt. Guess what? It was 99 cents a pound today at Fry's. So what I did on the Boston pork butt, just gonna be Mamie and I, so I just cut it in half, and the other half I'll use, and I'll make a pulled pork with it. But this one, I took the top of the Boston butt, and I trimmed off a lot of the fat on the bottom of the pan, which is going to be, again, flavor.
Rendering the fat.
Yeah, okay, let's just let that happen. Okay, come on over here and give me something to put my discards on. So, you can see how easy the onions just came apart, the skins just came apart on that, like that, and then get the rest of the skins out. And then our serrano peppers, I cut them and they're ready to go. The only thing I want to take out now, Mamie, would be the jalapeno, because I don't want all the seeds in there, because I'm not big on everything hot. But the tomatillos, they're ready to go in. So let's just get a spoon, and we will discard the seeds from the jalapeno.
Okay, and we who have had Spanish more than some others that haven't had Spanish as much, we say tomatillo, not tillo.
Tomatillo, yeah.
No tillo.
So I took the,
Okay.
no,
tillo.
oh, I'm saying it
Tillo.
wrong, okay.
Well, that's in Costa Rica we would say that.
So I got that discarded, the hot seeds,
Yep.
and now I'm gonna take our garlic and we're gonna peel the peels off of it. And this delicious garlic, just gonna, ooh, this is hot.
Oh,
Woo!
hot garlic.
Hot garlic. Well, everything is hot because it was under the broiler for 10
Yeah,
minutes. But I want to get all this paper and everything off, because we don't want to eat paper.
Paper, no paper.
No paper. But see how easy the garlic, everything just pulls away. And then all the flavor is in there. And
We're
it's-
grinding this up.
Yeah.
Chopping, or what's the word? There's another word for that.
Oh, I threw that in there by mistake.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to, we're going to add that to our meat, but we're going to finish the rest of the
that didn't take
vegetables.
long.
No, not at all, on the meat. So this is going to be so good on our tacos tonight. So what you're going to do, Mamie, then is, and we'll do the other half, we're going to pour this into our meat. All those delicious veggies, and I'm going to do the rest over here. And if you don't have a food processor, you could use a blender. What I failed to mention when I roasted these vegetables, I put some olive oil on the pan so that they would cook nice. So be sure you do that too. So we'll go ahead and we'll finish the rest of the vegetables. So we've got all this peeled. I want you to come over here with the camera, and I want you to show them how we rendered all of that fat. This is just the fat I took off the top of the roast. So
Okay.
what we're going to do now is we're going to turn on the oven. Get that ready. I'm gonna, what should I put this fat in, maybe? Taking this, it's all rendered, look at that. So we're gonna take most of the fat away. Because we don't wanna eat all that fat,
No, we do not.
no. But we wanna save a little of it. So, there we are. There's our fat, there's our, these are like little cracklings, Mamie. Try one, they're so good, no?
Not big on cracklings.
Okay.
Okay.
So now what we're gonna do, all these vegetables that before we do that, we're gonna take our meat and we're gonna pour it into our hot pot.
A hot pot.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Now remember, this meat was all seasoned with, this one.
No, front. There we go. Yeah.
This meat was all seasoned with taco seasoning and garlic. So we're just gonna kind of give this a little bit of a brown. While we're doing that, let that brown. Then we're gonna take our veggies over here and we're gonna put them in our food processor, a little at a time. Our onions, our serrano, our tomatillo, our delicious garlic, and our one jalapeno that we seeded. So we're gonna go ahead and pulse that. There we go.
Voila.
There's some more. Oh my goodness. Is this ever beautiful? And I wish you could smell it. So now what we're gonna do to finish this off, we're gonna mix this in with the delicious meat. And let me have a little teaspoon to see if we need to season it a little more. I am not gonna season it now because, ooh.
Oh, I take your breath away,
So
eh?
then I'm gonna go over here. I've got a can of diced tomatoes. I'm gonna add that to it. Now look how pretty this is becoming, Mamie.
I like that. Beautiful.
So we've got some beautiful tomatoes in here. And the last thing we're gonna add is original rotel. This is not hot, but this is onions, green chilies, and tomatoes. So we're gonna add that to it. So look at this.
Beautiful. Work of art.
Beautiful and so delicious. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on roasted tortillas tonight. But what you wanted to, you could serve this as a side with refried beans and rice, or you could serve it over rice. So, because it's like a chili, but with more flavor. And I'm gonna add a little more water to it. And now what we're gonna do now is this, Mamie.
What?
We're going to put this in our Dutch oven. And
It's in our Dutch oven.
our Dutch oven.
It's in our Dutch oven.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
We're gonna cover it, turn off this. We're gonna put this in the oven for 4 hours.
Really?
Because remember, we're using a Boston butt. It has to cook slow and low in order for it to get nice. And we don't want it falling apart meat, but we want it so it's nice and tender when we eat it. And you can either eat it in a bowl, or you can do it on the top, on a taco, or you can just put the tortillas on the side. Whatever you want to do, it's yours. Put it in the oven at 350 for about 3.5 hours. And if it needs to go a little more, but we'll start at 3.5 hours.
Looking really good and smelling very good, and I think it's going to be very delicious. Thank
So what
you.
we'll do in 3.5, 4 hours, we'll come back, show you the finished product, and I want you to go out and try this because it's such a reasonable dish, and I think you'll enjoy it. And like I say, what we're going to do with the other half, and I've got it right here, I'll show you. Got another Boston butt. Here, the other half. I got this entire Boston butt for $8.
Whoa, really?
Right. So with this one, we're going to put it in a crock pot, and we're going to cook it slow with onions and seasoning, and then put barbecue sauce on it, and have pulled pork sandwiches one afternoon.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you like this recipe, and make comments. We'd love to hear your comments.
So I'm going to clean up our mess, and that was fun, roasting those vegetables. Not falling apart tender, just
It's a pork
tender.
stew. Okay.
Right, which you could use for burritos. You could use it, we're going to put it on tortillas. You could put it over rice. There's so many different things you could do with it. And it is, I tasted it, and it's delicious.
I can't wait.
Yep.
We're going to have it for dinner right now.
Well, and then whatever, we're going to save some for Stephanie, because I
Okay.
think she might like it.
I think she would. Okay.
Okay, that's it,
Let's go.
folks. I hope you try it, and I think you're going to enjoy it. And remember, Boston butt, we paid 99 cents a pound. I got a big roast for $7.
Like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Right.
Thanks.
God bless you. Okay.